Yeah, super good question. In this type of tournament with these types of teams, I think it's a big challenge for all of us to scout the opponent, especially when you add into the fact that COVID had such a massive effect on everybody's schedule last year. So there's been very few matches from Costa Rica's under-23 team that we've been able to attain. From the ones that we think we have a clear plan for what we expect to see from them. And then obviously the players that play in MLS, we know very well. And we expect those players to be important contributors for Costa Rica and players that we'll need to be aware of at all times. In general, we know that Costa Rica is a very talented group. We see it with their full team, and we expect no different with their U23 team. So it's an opponent that we are taking very seriously, and we understand it's going to be a big challenge for us.
Thanks. That was quick. Jason, what's it? I jumped on a little late because oddly Greg was talking at the same time as you were. What's it been like down there, and what's the mood like, and what's the sort of, wanting to really come out of the gate with a statement when knowing what the stakes are in the group?
Yeah, the mood has been fantastic down here. The setup that we have here with our hotel, with the food, with the COVID testing that we've been able to do here to make us feel safe and secure and to provide a proper environment for our players to perform. All of that has been second to none. And my hat is off to U.S. Soccer for providing all the resources for us to make this happen. I think the preparation training that the guys have had, the ability that we've had to be here in this heat and altitude has been critically important for us to adjust and acclimate and prepare ourselves for this tournament. We go into this first match knowing that it's extremely important, and we want, and we're going after the points that we feel we're going to need in this first game to put ourselves in the best position for the rest of the round robin.
Hello, Coach. Good morning. Keishmer Gomez from ESPN here in Costa Rica. Most of the soccer players that make up the United team have much more international experience than Costa Ricans. Do you feel that this one of the most important advantage compared to Costa Rica? And the other one, which individual players do you know from Costa Rica? And who do you think needs to be more careful with? Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a very good time for men's national teams programs in the U.S. and in particular with young players. And the reason why I say that is that over the past 12 to 18 months, there have been a lot of young players in our country that have gotten experience with the full team. Big credit to Greg Berhalter for giving those players opportunities. Big credit to those players for earning those opportunities. Big credit to the developmental people that have been involved in U.S. Soccer that are developing these players to put them in a place where they are ready for these opportunities. So yeah, we like the experience of our group, and we think that that should be something that we can lean on as an advantage. We have disadvantages as well. Costa Rica is in the middle of their season, as is Mexico, and our guys are just now starting preseason. So we will have some match fitness issues that we'll have to contend with. And we'll see if we can make up for some of that disadvantage through experience, through tactical preparation, and through, really good team bonding and team chemistry. As far as individual players from Costa Rica, as we said before, the three players that are playing in MLS are the ones that we're the most familiar with. We also know that they have a very strong central midfielder, a holding midfielder who's been playing the majority of their U23 games. So we expect him to be a big contributor. And in general, I think it's most important to talk about what the team's strengths are for Costa Rica. And we feel that they have some very good attacking players and are very good in transition. And we're going to need to be prepared for those.
Obviously, it's just a 20-man roster with 3 goalkeepers. So that leads 17 field players. How are you preparing? Can we expect rotations? Can we expect a different team after the Costa Rica game? How are you managing that? Thank you.
Yeah, I would tell you not to expect things. I think we all make mistakes when we expect things. But yes, with 17 players here only, we do think that there will be some necessary rotation, as well as the fact that, as I talked about before, our guys are in preseason fitness and preseason game form. And so I do believe that we're going to need to use all of our players here. We have told them all that they're going to be massive contributors. Doesn't matter whether they start in the first game or not. We look for contributions from all of our players. And I also believe that due to the fact that we have 5 available substitutions down here, I believe that all of these players are going to help us in our efforts to get to where we want to go.